everyone, this is Tracy Newman from the Navigator's Tarot, here to bring you a masculine reading. I apologise, I have no microphone this week. I'll get a new one next week. Mine has not working, so I will get a new one. Neither is my car. My car is not working either, so not very well. So it looks like I need a new microphone and a new car to start the year. Happy days. Good thing. It's really unfortunate these days that cars only literally last about 10 years and then that's it. Anyway, I do digress. Let's have a look see what the masculine are doing. So I apologise for the sound this week. Not to worry, we'll get a new microphone for next week. What's going on with the masculine this week? I also apologise for my cat. She's running around. I don't know what's wrong with her at the minute. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that the animals are also affected by the energies at the moment. Oh, we have union. Look at that. Wow. Wanting to come together with his feminine. Very much so. The Knight of Cups. Oh, look, we have the Knight of Cups as well. What's going on here? Sees the feminine as the Empress, and his struggle is to literally be able to tell himself the truth about what's really going on within him, because there's been so much denial, and yeah, there has been a lot of denial, but he sees the feminine as very charismatic, very compassionate, very nurturing, very beautiful, extremely beautiful, and wants to come into union with the feminine. So there is some heartbreak that he okay, so there's a deepening of his emotional life that he's and you know, it also goes with the energies, the collective energies of wanting to know the truth and needing to go into the truth of who we really are as a collective, and also from within as well. So there is this propensity for the masculine to not want to go within and to find his truth about who he really is and how he really feels about the feminine, which is of course his counterpart, which can be in a projected feminine or can be the feminine within. And also too, we must always find that balance within between the masculine and feminine before it can manifest on an outer level, of course. But what we're actually seeing is a need and a want to go within and to find the truth of who he really is. And to do that, he must go within and recognize that even though there may be two spilt cups behind him and he's gone into sadness and heartbreak, remembering old relationships and, you know, hurts and ways that he has sabotaged himself, he does not recognize that if he just looks behind him, he will see three very full cups behind. So, you know, this is the way things are with the masculine right now. He knows he wants to be with his feminine, but the need for him to change, to heal, is coming from a very deep place of needing to get to the truth of who he really is in this new millennia that is coming onto the earth plane and is beginning within each and every single one of us. There is this deep yearning that he's feeling, very deep feminine energies that he's feeling. So he's really feeling his feminine at the moment, really wanting that connection with the feminine. So yes, he wants victory, knows he has to go through a death to get to that process. And there we have the Two of Cups. So these are very loving energies. He's really in love with the feminine. This is what I'm getting. It's very, very strange, and wants to give, wants to also be able to sort of like, there's also this financial thing with the masculine as well, that, you know, financially he's wanting to be able to give financially and on a physical level in every way, shape and form to the feminine. But, you know, there is this drama and what else am I picking up? Drama and heartbreak and old hurts that are keeping him from accessing those energies of giving and nurturing, and also to protection that he needs to give and wants to give to his feminine. So the Knight of Cups again. So the Knight of Cups, of course, is a very loving card. It's a beautiful loving energy that is very prevalent in the masculine at this time. Really feeling very nurturing and loving, and wants to express that to his feminine. Hanged Man. There still is this Hanged Man energy. This is kind of like a process that the masculine is going through. Does wish for ultimate happiness and connection and union with his feminine. But at the moment there is this Hangman energy. So there's not time yet to move forward. But really wanting to move forward, but just at the moment still having a propensity to fall back into old hurts and emotions, and then therefore quite scared about moving forward. There is this fear about moving forward. But we do have the Ace of Wands, which is this new beginning and wanting to take action, and the Star, which is hope in the midst of difficulties, and faith, and having faith too, which is something that the masculine has very little of. We do have the burdens here, rest, and the card of nightmare and sleepless nights. So these old hurts and awakenings that are happening within him are literally keeping him up at night. He has gone into fear. See, he really, really wants this with the feminine, but there's so many the fears that are coming up. However, these fears are coming up for a reason, because they're going to become so intense that he's not going to be able to hold on to them. And the only way forward, he will know, is to either be trapped by his fears or move forward, confront them and move through them. And that's where the masculine is at the moment. He needs to get brave and needs to find the truth. And of course the truth lies within. There is this Magician card though. We do have, So there is there's a tendency for even though he wants all of this with the feminine, we have like the Magician. And then we have the Knight of Cups and Judgment. Judgment is being called on him because he has, with the card of the Magician, the card of the Magician can work two ways. It can work in a detrimental way, or you can use it for your advantage. He does have with the Magician, the card of the Knight of Wands. Now the Knight of Wands is a player, someone that moves quickly in and out and never stays around very long. So these are the energies of fear that are keeping him in this energy. So the Magician can then become quite, quite dishonest in a way. But so he'll be dishonest with his feminine. It's because he's being dishonest with that other part of himself, the masculine, that real patriarchal part of himself that is keeping him trapped and bound. But Judgment is being called, and he will have to move out of those energies eventually. He'll have to move through his fears. We all do. This is the time of ascension. This is the time of awakening, and the masculine must move forward. Too many cards. Too many cards. Falling out all over the place. So yes, even though he really, really wants it with the feminine union, these fears hold him back and cause him to once again sabotage his relationship with the feminine. Yeah, he's deceiving himself. He wants victory, but deceives himself with all these fears that come up and every reason why he cannot move forward. Even though he's wanting is probably not enough. So, and eventually though, that judgment is being called and he will have to, he is contemplating, he is looking at himself, but these fears are holding him back. But this higher version of self, this Hierophant energy is wanting to come through. There is this deep yearning. The moon has come out for a lot of people. In every single reading that I've done today, it's been about the moon, which is a deep, dark yearning within that we are all wanting to recognize. And that deep, dark yearning is about removing any untruths, you know, that are keeping us back in fear. So yeah. That is where the masculine is at right now. So there is still this deep contemplative energy wanting to come into union with his feminine, but finding it very difficult because he has not had the time or the ability to go within to find the truth of who he really is, which goes beyond any fear that he may feel. So it's about confronting those fears and moving through them. Yep. Oh, yep. So he's still very much about being controlled by third-party energies. Very unfortunate player type energies, and yeah, still not living there. Yeah. So even though he's wanting this, it's now it's like everything is coming out in an opposite way. So these fears are keeping him back. Very, very unfortunate because he wants to move forward, but he'll only sabotage his life because at the moment there's still this denial and this need to sabotage his life. It's very nostalgic and he is coming to the end of this, but it's going to take a little bit of time. This is a slow moving energy. Yeah. So it's what we want, but then what is real? The masculine can't get his head around it. It's very, very confusing time for him. And the feminine must just move forward without her masculine. Okay. So yeah, the reading started off well. But it's fear and denial that is holding the masculine back. It's kind of like we just need to flip the reality and we need to flip scarcity and fear into love and prosperity. And only the masculine can do that, and himself. And nothing that the feminine can do except move on with her own life. Okay, move ahead. So, oh no, yeah, so we do have the Eight of Cups, which is also too about going within. So the Eight of Cups is about going deep within to his cave to find the truth of who he really is, and to remove all fear, because that keeps us trapped and bound. He knows that. To find balance, he must remove all these fears to come into Emperor energies. So it's going to be a bit of a long drawn out energy, this, but and time, but very needed. So the feminine just must have patience. Okay, that's all I have for the masculine this week. Happy days. Okay, bye for now.